To create a new section and add a multiple choice question, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the last item that you have. So in this case, my last item is the image. So then from here, I'm going to click on the Add Section button, which looks like two rectangles. And so then from here, if I scroll down, you're going to see that there's a new section. I'm going to give that section a name. And then you'll see that it says section 2 of 2. Essentially, if something is a new section, it means that it's going to appear on a new page. So then from here, I'm just going to put in a description. So at the other end of the closet, you see a door with a number lock. Maybe you can get out. Okay. So just to add some context, I'm going to add an image that I happen to already have on my desktop of a door handle with a number lock. And again, it does come out somewhat large, so I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. Okay, so then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another section. So then from here, I'm just going to call this one phone and poster. And then I'm going to add a description. So you're going to see that there is an old iPhone on the table along with a poster in the closet. Amazing, the phone doesn't have a password. So anyway, what's going to happen is we open up the phone. We're going to say something like, the phone shows 2 ebooks. The poster relates to the Dewey Decimal System. Okay, so then from here, I'm going to add those images that relate to my poster. So again, add image. I'm going to drag. And in this case, I do want to put in a title for this image. So I'm just going to put in something like ebooks on the iPhone. Again, I'm going to resize it. Add another image. Just going to click and drag. And then this one is going to be Dewey Decimal Poster. And again, that a little bit smaller, so that way they don't have to completely do too much scrolling as they're doing this. So then next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a question by clicking on Add Question. And so then I'm going to put in a question that has to do with the number lock. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to prompt my students to put in a number, to choose a number. Okay. And if it didn't automatically come up as multiple choice, you want to just choose multiple choice. But a lot of the time, Google Forms will do the thinking for you. So I'm just going to put in some options. So if you click on where it says add option, you can add your options. Okay, so anyway, I've added 4 different options. Just so you know the correct answer, you're going to look at the Dewey Decimal System and figure out what's the corresponding number for technology and poetry. So technology would be 600. The poetry would be literature, which would be 800. 600 plus 800 would be 1400. So that's going to be the correct answer. Now, what we're going to need to do next is we're going to need to add 2 more sections that are going to go after the question. So then from here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add 1 section. And this is going to be the section that students will get to if they have the incorrect answer. So for purposes of making this clear, I'm just going to title the section Incorrect Answer. And and then I'm going to add another section. So clicking on that bottom add section button, and then I'm going to put in something like correct. Again, you don't have to be that explicit, but for the purposes of making this easy to understand, I figure we would just clarify the incorrect answer section goes first, and then the correct one comes after that. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the question. You want to make sure that you require the question. Otherwise, students will be able to skip ahead. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the three dots, and then you're going to click on Go to Section Based on Answer. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to decide where you go, so either Section 4 or Section 5, based on the answer that the student chooses. So since the correct answer is 1400, we're going to click where it says Continue to Next Section, and we're actually going to make the student skip to Section 5 because they're correct. All these other options can stay the same. So essentially, if they answer 1200, 1300, or 1500, they're going to be directed to this incorrect answer. So what you want to do is you want to just give a description that says something like, you tried the lock, or you tried the code, and nothing happens. Click next or back to return to the question. Now, this part is also important. It says that after Section 4, they're going to continue on to Section 5. We do not want them to do that. We want to bring them back to Section 3 because that's where the question is. So now, just to kind of get an idea of how that's going to look for your students, if you click on the preview button, which looks like an eye, then what the students will do, they'll read the introduction, they'll click on next, they will learn about the lock on the door handle, they'll click on next. Then from here, what they'll have to do, figure out how these are related. They're going to try a number. I'm just going to try the incorrect answer just to demonstrate. Click on next, and then it's going to say incorrect answer. You tried it, nothing happens. Click next or back. So even if I click next, it directs me back to the phone and poster question. Anyway, so we're going to be covering some more information about how to do open-ended questions in the next video.